Hey guys, welcome back to Kasmi. I made a whole bunch of updates to the game today, and I wanted to let you know what I did. Of course, I played my whole deck, so I can't make any hands right now. But most of this is within the shop and the deck interface, and all that is done for very specific reasons. So I'm going to open up my deck, and I'm able to get my card because it's just over past 7 o'clock. And actually, one of the changes you just saw there was that as soon as I claimed the card, that whole text disappeared. Okay, and that's just to clean up the interface a little bit. Something you'll also notice is that there's usually a toggle right here so that you can toggle on and off your entire starter deck or Kasbots. That is now gone. And what you can see here is the cards are now individually able to be activated or deactivated to play. And so all you have to do is click this, and now it's inactive. And that is another change. The max deck size is now 60. So I took him off the board, and now my deck is back to 60. And now another change is when you update your deck, you lock it for 24 hours. And what this does is make it so people can play their deck of 60 cards for 24 hours, and then after 24 hours that timer expires and people can then make changes to their deck. And that's done so that people can't keep putting cards back into the game. They can take cards out and put cards in. And what we're really trying to do here is just kind of keep the game attainable for newcomers, right? We want people to feel comfortable playing the game. If you're an NFT holder, obviously you're a cornerstone of the community, and we want to reward for that. We want to reward community members for that, but we also want new players to come in and feel welcome. And if someone has a deck of 120 MECHANGELs and KASMIANS, they can just win the leaderboard with no problem at all, just by playing a lot of hands. So we want to really work on tightening up the strategy rather than just whoever has the most cards and plays the most hands wins, because that's not, over time, that's not a great strategy game. But yeah, so the first thing, the primary thing is that active and inactive button that you can now see. By holding Kasbots, you can make them individually inactive, but by holding them, you still get that reduced cooldown rate that we're all used to. So that's exciting. You also notice that on the all my cards are charging, but specifically on Aloe, you can see he has a border around him. And what I did was just make it so when cards are active or ready to be played, they just stand out a little bit more. So I added that border. At the top of my deck, you can see here, on this particular deck, I have 79 cards and 60 of them are activated. And this is so just at a glance while you're building a deck, you can see how many cards are activated. So that's right there at the top. And then at the beginning of the video, you saw there was a save button. So you have to bring your deck to 60 or less in order to activate the deck. And the last thing that I really updated is pretty exciting, actually. Actually, let me click my bounty real quick. Is in the shop. And you'll notice that I changed this to market. And you have a primary market. And all of this is, there's 53 max potions in stock, 159 super potions, and 319 potions. And this is here to add to begin to add a level of scarcity to the potions, which will also add a level of strategy, right? Because now mech angels have an advantage. Like, let's say all the potions are sold from the market, mech angels have an advantage because they have higher HP, right? But at the same time, you know, it's worth strategizing. Okay, am I going to use a max potion on a Casmian who only has 300 HP, or should I just use super potions on Casmians, and save my max potions for mech angels, you know? So there's that level of strategy. Now, to add to that, I know when I play games, I like the idea of being a merchant in the game. So now there's the secondary market. And what this allows is for people to um, go to, by the way, you can see here I have 15 over out of 12. That was because I was like debugging some stuff. But what you could see here is I could take these and put them for sale on the secondary market. So now if someone is playing and we're playing it competitively over time, things should become more and more competitive. You could see here that the max potions are for sale and another player can come and buy them. And of course, what would happen in the process of someone else buying them is the seller would receive the funds for that max potion. So that's really exciting. That's really a cool feature. I do think it's going to need some fine tuning. This seems like a lot. It seems like, 319. I mean, we'll see what happens today. I kind of wanted to get this video out before the day started because it's the last day of the leaderboard, and I wanted everyone to see the changes. So we'll see what happens today. I mean, 319 in stock. It'll be interesting to see what happens 24 hours from now, how many of these will be left. So I just wanted to update you guys on all of that. I'm really excited. And let me know if you have any questions or comments. And also, of course, if you see anything in the bugs, if you see anything in the game that should be reported to me, put it in the bugs so that I can work on it. As far as levels being reset, I think I've fixed that. And the other bug was that X Pro sometimes wasn't showing its armor attributes. So those things should be fixed as well. So the guys, thanks a lot for playing. Thanks for all the support. I appreciate it. And I'll see you on the battlefield.